Hi there. How are you doing? My name is Charity Wambui Kavanaugh, and I am a life, dating, and love coach to high achieving single women over 40. I am based in Atlanta, Georgia. However, I come from Nairobi, Kenya. So thanks for watching this video today, and I am continuing to have a conversation about what it means to be ready for a successful relationship. So just because you feel ready, readiness is a feeling, or just because you decide, okay, now I'm ready, does not necessarily mean that you are ready, aka empowered, equipped to have the relationship, a successful relationship, right? And I've talked a little bit about vision and requirements, and today I want to talk about um, being clear on our needs. Now, this sounds so basic, but it's extremely important. Now, we all have needs, right? We all have needs. And when you're single, it's your responsibility, of course, to cater for your needs, right? To cater for your own emotional needs, for your own functional needs, or we could also rely on our family and friends and loved ones, to help us to fulfill some of our emotional needs, right? But we all get into relationships for something, right? And part of the reason why we get into relationships is so that we can have our needs met or our needs fulfilled. And so we can also be able to fulfill the needs of our partner. So going into two types of needs. So there's emotional needs and functional needs. And let's start with emotional needs because that's obvious. This is how we want to feel loved. This is how we want to feel loved. Maybe some of us love being held. Some of us like to be listened to. Some of us like, quality time, right? And it varies from person to person. So it's important to know and understand your emotional needs so that when you are dating or meeting eligible partners, you can be able to look at their traits and attributes and see, is this person, do they have the attributes and capabilities of meeting my needs? This is something that you're observing when you are dating. Very, very important. Let's talk about functional needs and why it's important to articulate them before. Functional needs is what you need for your everyday to function, right? It's when you are together as a couple in a committed relationship, you wake up, you have to go to work, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to take care of kids, you have to, organize the house. There's so many things you need functionally. And it doesn't only the functional needs are not only limited to the home, but a big part of it is how you guys interact, and so that you're able to have your needs met to make the day-to-day living fulfilling and happy and friction free. So again, having a clear understanding of what that looks like is very important before you get into a relationship. So functional needs, emotional needs. Now, needs are super important, super, super important, and they are almost as important as requirements. However, needs are, if your needs are not met in a relationship and you're in a committed relationship, you can get them met. You need to be clear, you need to communicate, you might need some help, some therapy, some, read a book together. It's possible to get your needs met, right? You can negotiate, you can renegotiate, you can compromise. Needs can be met, right? With proper communication, with proper articulation, we can meet each other's needs. However, when you're dating, you want to check and test whether this person has what it takes to meet your needs. Because if they do not have the capacity to meet your needs, to cater to your needs, then there's going to be a problem in the relationship. And you want to be able to make a choice before you get into a relationship. That's the beauty of when you are dating in a way that is, you're conscious about it. You are looking out for these things. They sound so basic, but I'm telling you, when needs are not met, they cause issues in a relationship. And if you listen to this and you're in a committed relationship or you're dating and an issue arose between you and your partner, and it was an issue, and it's some issues can last a week, some can last months, some can last years. Those are just indications of unmet needs. So again, if you are over 40 and single, and you want to get this relationship thing right again, it's very important that you get your needs, you articulate your needs. So that's the work I do with my clients. We go through needs assessment and getting clear and helping my clients get clear on their needs so that when they are dating, they can look out for some of these things. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And as always, if you have any questions or you would like some help getting ready for the next relationship of yours that's going to be successful, please reach out. My name is Charity Wamboi. Again, I'm a life dating and love coach to high achieving single women, and I will see you next time.